What's going on, y'all? You tuned in to another episode of What's Up with 80 West podcast. I'm your host, 80 West. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Today, we are talking about King James going to Philly, man. How y'all feel about LeBron going to Philly, man? Me as a Warriors fan, I kind of didn't want to see him go to the Warriors. I feel that would have been another KD move. You know what I'm saying? But going to Philly, that was a good move, man. That was a good move. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, he went to the stacked team and this and that and the other." That's what he been doing, man. So we can't really, throw shade on any of that. I mean, that was a smart move. Now that was a smart move. The Philadelphia 76ers was a smart choice because initially that becomes JB's team, you know what I'm saying? Embiid can play, his game without the risk of so much injury. They don't need him to do so much now. You got the young boy Maxey. He's a baller. You know what I'm saying? The rookie, I think his name VJ. That boy was balling. He a baller. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's still gonna give you 20 plus points a night. You know what I'm saying? And he could be a facilitator now. They don't need LeBron to do too much. They don't need Embiid to do too much. They got the other three boys that can really run the floor and do their thing, and it puts JB in the position to be the lead of that team. Yeah, we know about Embiid. Yeah, we know Maxey, but that's gonna be JB's team. You feel what I'm saying? And now LeBron, because they getting the chip. It ain't no way around it. They East on fire right now with that, man. They gonna get a chip, man. If they didn't pull the move that they pulled, they probably was gonna get a chip regardless. You know what I'm saying? But now getting LeBron and JB, like, it's over with. It's a wrap. If they only way they not gonna win is if somebody get injured. God forbid. You know what I'm saying? But you might as well sign, seal, and deliver that, because now you can get LeBron don't have to do too much of nothing. He could be a facilitator. You understand what that does for how many more years that give LeBron to be able to play? You know what I'm saying? That the man he's still giving you 20 plus a game. Think about that. We talking about a man that's in his 22nd year, 23rd year, something. You know what I'm saying? 20 plus years in the league, and he's still giving you 20 plus points a game. You can't. How can anybody argue that? How can anybody argue that? And I think Philly was a good move, because if he would have stayed in the West, it would have made the West. I mean, the West is already what it is. You know what I'm saying? With Minnesota, the Spurs. The other boys, OKC, you know what I'm saying? The West is still, the West gonna have some fire teams and things going on. And then the East now with Giannis going to Miami, with LeBron and JB going to Philly, you know what I'm saying? They surrounding these guys with some good players, some good talent, you know what I'm saying? And so it's gonna shake some things up. But Philly, that team is loaded. That team is loaded. And night in and night out, nobody's being asked to do too much. I think that's the formula that everybody's gonna be missing when they're looking at it, thinking, oh, how's everybody gonna get the ball? Everybody don't need the ball. Everybody don't need the ball. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you got guys that's gonna be able to move around the court. I think this will solidify Embiid is more of a big man now. You know what I'm saying? Because he can get in the paint a little bit more. Yeah, if he get an open three, we know he's gonna take it and this, and that, and the other, but he don't really gotta play the wing like that. He can bring his ass in the paint like he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because, think about it. How many big men in the league besides Wemby that can really, you know what I'm saying, that can mess with Embiid? You know what I'm saying? If Embiid get more in the paint, stop, being on the wing. He could shoot from anywhere, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Playing in the paint should be more natural with the turnaround play, back to the glass. He can do all of that. So I think it slows the game down tremendously. I don't think they have to ask too much for LeBron. I don't think they got to ask too much for Embiid. I think with JB and Maxey and then the young boy, the young rookie, I think they're gonna be able to run the floor. And then you get more out. You're gonna get more, because you're gonna get more out of LeBron if you don't need him to do as much. And the same with Embiid. I think a lot of times they depend on Embiid to do a whole lot, and we've already seen he's injury prone. So you know what I mean. So I think this lightens his load tremendously. And yeah, that was a smart move, man. It was a smart move, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like seeing LeBron in LA. Everybody know I can't stand the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really want to see LeBron in LA. But it was a good move, man. The boys gonna be moving that ball up and down the court, and the East gonna be hot because the Knicks, they coming back with something. I think Halliburton will be good this next season, so we might see Indiana in that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of moves being made. You can't leave out Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's gonna be some moves getting made. Cleveland's still looking decent. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some moves getting made, man. And they made already some moves that's gonna really shake up the city, and that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the same teams winning every year. That get bogus. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you know what I'm saying? You want to see some new faces. You want to see some new guys get in there and shake some things up. New York winning this year was big. They ain't won in forever, over 50 plus years. I think they ain't won a championship. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to see that parity in the game. You want to see, teams taking off and teams who put the work in, and guys who in the franchises who made the right draft picks too. You want to see that. You want to see, I like that from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we was on the Warriors. And when we had Livingston, Sean Livingston, Iguodala, and all the boys back then, that's how you win. That's how you win. You know what I'm saying? It's the selfishness of teammates that you got, and people just know their position and know their job. I think with this team that Philadelphia put together, I think you're going to get that. You're going to get a LeBron in his older years, and B, you know what I'm saying, after injuries. Now he can probably stay a little healthier. So you're going to get guys that know their role. JB, that's going to be his team. Maxi's a young gun still. He's a veteran at this point. I think he's been in the league, about 5 years now. So, you know what I mean? You got some guys, man, that's really capable of pulling it off, man. So that Philly team gonna be something to watch, man. It's gonna be something to watch. That's gonna be some must-see TV, man. And at the end of the day, it's about putting asses in seats. They know that. This is all a business. All the way around the board, it's a business. So you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a good move. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. The King goes to Philly. That was one of the biggest anticipated moves of the year. And Philly gonna do something with it. I think Philly capitalized right off the rip, because I don't think it's gonna take a whole lot of formulating with that. I think it's gonna be kind of everybody gonna understand. The young Bulls is gonna be up and down the court. Embiid and James gonna play their game, inside out. You know what I'm saying? And do their thing. And I think that's what's gonna be that's where they gonna get the chemistry. Everybody knows their role. I don't think nothing gonna be expected too much out of nobody. And them boys gonna come out there, they gonna do their thing. They gonna shake some stuff up. It's gonna be some good battles with them in New York. That's gonna be hard. When we see New York and Philly go at it, that's gonna be hard. And don't forget to mention when we do see the cross conference play with Philly and OKC and Philly and San Antonio. Oh man, them games finna go crazy. Them games finna go crazy, man. Them games finna go crazy. So I like the move. I think it was a smart decision. It definitely shook up the NBA. I know everybody was waiting for to see where he was gonna go. He's still box office. That man is still putting up numbers. And we gotta get out of this thing, man, of the comparisons to MJ and all that. We gotta stop all this, man. And I'm gonna just tell you why. MJ is MJ. It's just like Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. Chris Brown is the hottest artist of this era, but he ain't gonna never be MJ. Now he could be the Chris Brown, you feel what I'm saying, the greatest of his era. You know what I'm saying? And we have to respect that. LeBron is not Jordan, but LeBron is LeBron. LeBron done accomplished some things that you ain't gonna never ever see again, man. Let's just keep it a buck. And it was good to witness it. We witnessed that. We got to see, especially if you're my age. You know what I'm saying? Around my age, you was able to see greatness. You was able to see Magic and them boys play. You was able to see the torch get handed to Jordan. You was able to see Jordan pass the torch to Kobe. You was able to see Kobe pass the torch to LeBron. So if you was a part of it, you seen how them sequences went, and you know which guys was the top dogs of their eras. You know what I'm saying? And we got to throw Steph in there too, man. I can't leave Steph out, man. I cannot leave Steph out of being one of the greatest in this era. You know what I'm saying? Or one of the top point guards. I know that's not off top of the wicket. Steph and Kobe to me don't get they deservings. Because as much, like I said, as much as I hate the Lakers, I gotta respect Kobe's greatness. Kobe was a dog. Kobe was a dog. And then we throw this LeBron James narrative in there about, because we all know Kobe and Jordan, they didn't want to play with you, man. They want to beat you. They want to play against you. We not in that era no more. If a dude know he can get a super team together or a big three when it comes to basketball and everybody, you click up with your boy that you've been playing with since AAU, and now y'all get the opportunity to rock. Y'all gonna make millions, get a chance to get a ring. That's the new wave. We can't be mad. We old heads. We come from the dinosaur era where we didn't want to exchange jerseys with this dude. We wanted to whoop it. We wanted to beat him. We wanted to beat him. Like Harpo, we wanted to beat him. You know what I mean? We didn't want to be on his team, man. You feel me? But